Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Paul on Vintage Sports Card Finds, and today I'm going to look at a small little collection of Pete Rose cards I've put together. And I started this when I came across a good deal from one particular vendor. He had 4 cards, and then I was able to pick up another one subsequently. Now I have most Pete Rose cards raw, but I wanted to try and put together a Pete Rose collection in graded cards from PSA, and I wanted to do it. I'm going to do it inexpensively, so I'm going to try to buy them as best I can for under $20 a card. There will be cases as I upgrade that I'll have to pay a little bit more, but when I do, I'll be able to sell the previous version of that card. So it's kind of my philosophy as it pertains to all cards and how to sell them and upgrade at a minimal price. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. So first, I'm going to show you the 4 cards that I picked up together from one particular seller on eBay, and then the one I picked up on its own. And this thing is in its infancy, so it recently just started it. But I figured Pete Rose, the best player not in the Hall of Fame, at least yet. So for starters, we have this 1980 Pete Rose in a PSA near mint 7. And this one, like I said, most of these I picked up for under 20. I think the whole lot was less than $80, and that includes shipping and taxes. So, really a good deal. This again a PSA 7 and a 1980 Topps baseball. So I can always upgrade this when I want, and then I'll put this PSA 7 up for sale. So a nice looking card. I don't know if this is his first Phillies card. I think it might be, now that I think of it. Because here's the 1978 Pete Rose in a near mint 8. Nice centering on this card. Just a little bit of edge, rippling on the edges, as you can see, but nice card. And so you got all those years with the Reds there. You can see it. So really, really nice card. I think, like I said, I think the 1979 was the last Pete Rose. Was the last Pete Rose in a Reds uniform. Then we jumped to 1974. Again, this came in that same lot. It's a Pete Rose 1974 Excellent 5. A little bit of damage on the corner there. Nothing, that jumps out at you, but that's why it's a 5. Otherwise, this card would be probably like a 6 or a 7, if not for the issues on the corner. So nice looking card. So what do we think of Pete Rose? Should he be in the Hall of Fame? Should he not be in the Hall of Fame? This is this is the best player in baseball not to be part of the Hall of Fame. Sorry for the sigh, but I'm trying to process exactly what I'm going to say about Pete Rose. So now we'll move on to this next card. 1973. Some damage there. Looks like from the factory, some printing issues. Nice looking card though. VG Excellent 4, 1973 Pete Rose. I love the 73 set. There's just something about it that I always really liked. And so in terms of Pete Rose obviously as a player belongs in the Hall of Fame. Pete Rose's enthusiasm for the game of baseball really unmatched, right? That's why he gets the nickname Charlie Hustle. But he overdid it sometimes, right? The Ray Fosse issue, and then Pete had an opportunity to come clean to Bot Giamatti in 1989, and Bot Giamatti had the goods. He had the receipts. So Bart Giamatti had the goods on Pete Rose. There's no question about it. And really, I think what Bart Giamatti wanted was a Pete Rose mea culpa. And he would have gotten, a 25-year ban from baseball, and he probably would have gotten, some eligibility for the Hall of Fame. But Pete Rose, for years and years and years and years, and really decades, denied the fact that he had bet on baseball. And that did not help his cause. Now I guess he's signing his card, Pete Rose, I bet on baseball, or whatever he's signing it now. He's come clean, but now we'll see how long it takes, or if it's a Veterans Committee thing, or what's going to end up happening with Pete Rose. And then finally, this Pete Rose 1969 card, off center, obviously, but some issues on the corners. But a VG3 Pete Rose, just a nice looking card. Presents well for a 3. It presents really well for a 3. There looks like there's some surface issues there, some bubbling that might have hurt this card, and that might be the reason for the 3. Because usually when you're talking about a 3, it's usually because the card has some other major issues. But I think that the issue on this might be surface. So again, I picked up this card for under $20, again on eBay. So that's kind of the rule I'm trying to use. Stay within that $20 threshold, which goes to include shipping. And then if I have to go a little bit over, I'll make that decision on a card by card basis. But it's got to come. It's got to come at a point where I got to make the decision of when I'm going to up that threshold of $20 to $30, or even $40 per card, to then, with the idea that, I'll be selling the previous example to make some of the money back. So, that's one of those things that you got to kind of decide for yourself. But that's the Pete Rose graded collection. Like I told you, I have almost every Pete Rose card except, I think, 65 and his rookie 63, which is a biggie. But all his other cards, I think I have raw. But we'll see. These are great. And just on a side note, I put out a short this week. I went to a local auction that I kind of hit sporadically. And I went to the local auction, and there was just 1950s cards in a lot. And that lot included 56 Ted Williams, 56 Roberto Clemente, 56 Ernie Banks, 56 Jackie Robinson, and some 52s, some 53s, etc. And I kind of did some quick math before the auction to see where I could buy these cards comfortably raw and still be okay. And you can see the short, in the short, there's some showing of those cards. It's difficult because I've never uploaded a short before. And when I uploaded the short, I realized that, it shrinks it. It condenses it. So the whole video isn't available. It shrinks down the video. So it actually took some of those better cards out of the short. But just in terms of a strategy, money wise, I had figured raw, give or take a couple of $100, right? These cards would value, I could safely pay $1,000 for these cards. And I never got to bid because I was waiting to see where the bidding would stop and then jump in a situation where I could bid up to $1,000. Now, when I say bid up to $1,000, I'm talking about, so it would be about $840. And then because I had to factor in the 15% buyer's premium, right? Because that's money you got to pay out of pocket. It's just like shipping on eBay. You can't say I bought a card on eBay for $10, but the shipping was $10, right? To get that card to your house, it cost you $20. So that's got to be factored into your price. So I had to do the same with this auction. And the fact of the matter is the bidding didn't stop until it hit $1,000. And so I didn't bid on it. And I'm going to make a quick suggestion here that needs to be kind of explained. If you go to auction style settings, and this applies also on eBay, you gonna have, what the card is worth. If you're going to be serious in terms of being a dealer / collector, you have to be able to know when it's okay to stop. Just like if you're negotiating with a guy at a flea market over a price, you got to know when you can walk away. I had an instance at a flea market the other day where this guy had some cards and he had 2 binders and he wanted $20 a binder. And the binders, the only thing I saw in the binder of any consequence was a Roger Clemens rookie 1985 Raw. And so the guy is like, well, I want $20 a binder. And I'm like, I'll do, 25 for both. Because the other stuff I wasn't going to be able to move. But the Clemens I'd be able to move for like $30, $20 to $30. And then hopefully sell the rest for my profit. And he said, no, I can't do that. And I just turned, I said, thank you, and walked away. You've got to be able to know when to walk away and when to be able to step away from a deal. That pertain. I mean, I wanted those 50s cards more than anything. All right. Jackie Robinson, the second year Roberto Clemente. But you got to be able to know when to walk away. Right. Those cards weren't graded. They were raw. So you got to buy it as if they're raw, because you have no idea if you send those in, what kind of issues PSA or anybody else is going to, come up with. So that's very important. As usual, I want to thank you for watching. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoy the content. You have any questions, feel free to shoot them in the comments. I appreciate you guys, and happy hunting. Thanks.